All right, back to that breaking news out of Fort Bend County. County Judge Kyle Prasad George, better known as KP George, now facing felony charges brought forth by the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office. This is a fluid situation. So let's bring in KPRC2 Investigates Mario Diaz, who is joining us live outside the Fort Bend County Jail. Mario, a lot to unpack here. The big question, how serious are these charges against Judge KP George?
Andy, they're extremely serious because these are felony charges. I can tell you in the last 35 minutes, KP George pulled up behind me here at that location right there in an SUV, and he came inside alone and turned himself in here to the Fort Bend County Jail, where he had some officers waiting for him at the end of the hall. I believe we have some video. If we have that video, I'm asking you to please take that video because it does show the judge for Fort Bend County. Again, this is the highest elected official in Fort Bend County, one of the largest in the state of Texas, turning himself in earlier today at the Fort Bend County Jail. Now, why is he coming in? Well, according to the jail's processing site, he is being charged with two felonies of money laundering. Two felonies of money laundering. You can see I'm trying to get George to answer some of my questions as we're going inside the processing center here. He didn't talk to me at all. I can tell you that he was very frustrated. Angry would be a better description from what I saw on his face. He looked back at me a couple of times, but he would not answer any of my questions. Again, two charges of what we're learning of money laundering between $30,000 and $150,000 according to the jail processing site. Those are the charges that they are listing right now. I've spoken with law enforcement experts that say that could be a punishment that can range as minimum as 2 years in prison. So this is something that's going to be interesting, obviously, as we continue to follow this. We're waiting to see things as they break down here. It's a very fluid situation, as we indicated, because you had the county judge quietly come in here all by himself and turn himself in to be processed. Now, this is the second time this has happened for KP George, going back to last September. If you remember, he was charged with a misdemeanor of a misrepresentation of identity of a candidate tied to the Terrell Patel case. That was the former chief of staff who obviously had been charged with felonies here in Fort Bend County for basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, that he created sympathy by attacking himself as well as opponent in a commissioner's race. When they investigated Patel's phones and his devices, they found information with George. He was charged with a misdemeanor. From what we learn now, this is something completely separate because it deals with money laundering, this according to law enforcement. I'm going to get back inside. I'm going to try to see if I can find out more information, but that's the very latest. Again, a dramatic afternoon unfolding here in Fort Bend County as KP George, again, according to county information here, is being charged with 2 felony counts of 3rd degree involving money laundering. Reporting live in Fort Bend County, Mario Diaz, KPRC 2 News.
Certainly a lot of moving parts. Great reporting, Mario. Thank you.